So there we go. You can see there's a couple of them that are having the time of their lives. There's also some chickens, by the way. So the chickens are just eating some of the remnants from the food that they were given in the morning. We'll be feeding the chickens again, I think, in the next 30 minutes or so. But right now, they are munching on the salt, and then this is where they sleep. So where they sleep, that's the door. Then it's almost kind of locked. I actually lock it. I'll show you. But yeah, they are in the process of waiting. So this is around, what time is it? It's around 4:30, and then they're preparing for closure. And just before we close, they tend to want to come and to chow on the block of salt. And then you've got these chickens on the other side that are just enjoying the sunset while you're eating the remnants of the food from the morning. And then you have a couple of babies. So these are our mash babies, you can see. So that's baby number 1, 2, and then we've got baby number 3. We actually have 10 in total from the month of March. And April so far we haven't received any, but I'm hoping in May and June we will possibly get around 10 more babies. But these are our March babies, and all of them actually, they're a couple of weeks old. So these are 3. We also have a couple of sheep babies. I will show you the sheep babies. Yeah, he's looking for his mother. Then the 2 are just chilled. So the disadvantage of having something like this is that when it comes to flies, for example, you might end up having a lot of flies, which is counterintuitive because you don't want to have flies when it comes to your animals. For flies can bring a lot of other stuff that you don't really need. But I mean, you have to manage that by cleaning. And one of the things that I do is I use dip, which is J's fluid. I use J's fluid to clean the place every week. And then there's also some drainage points within the place that allows you to, once you spray and then you put a J's fluid, you're able to brush up with a broom, and then the rest of the stuff comes out. So once every week we make sure that the place is clean. This gets rid of some of these flies. And then the advantages, though I've mentioned them before, the advantages are a lot when it comes to keeping animals in a place like this. So first of all, the security, that's number 1. For me, security is quite important. That's why I'm putting the wall around me. So if you can see it in the back, that's why I'm putting this wall. Security is very important. And the reason why I ended up making my animals sleep in here is because of security. I wanted to prevent theft as much as possible. Obviously, you're never really going to get rid of theft, but so far I haven't really had anything stolen. When it comes to my goats or my sheep, I haven't had anything stolen. So it kind of tells me that I'm doing something right when it comes to that. And also the predators. I haven't really had any issues with predators. I've had a couple of issues with people. I mean, I think there's been like some strays. I don't know if you can call them animals. I mean lions. I don't know. Or I think in the US they call them coyotes. I don't know if we have them here, but yeah, I've had a couple of people complain, but we have never had any issues with predators. So guys, this is where my goats sleep. It's very important for me. So security is kind of a key thing. So if you look, so this is the background, right? This is where they come and chill before it's time to close them up. They come and chill here. They spend their time receiving some sunshine. That's important, vitamin D. And then they pass by the block and they have a lick or 2. You can see this mommy here is enjoying herself. They receive a black or 2 of a lick or 2, of salt. Then they come and sleep. This is where they sleep. Let me just show you some of the features. So the reason why I chose this block, so you can see it's around 20 meters by 8 meters on the length, 8 length, 20 8 width and then 20 length. And then that side there is locked permanently. It's actually welded. And then this side, this is where they come in. And then I actually have a lock. So this is the lock that I put so that when it's time to close, you just turn on and then it's in, and then you can also unlock. So every single day at 9:30 we open for them, and then at 4:30 we lock up. So this is the place. I don't know if you can tell or if you can see, But yeah, so it's completely roofed up. There are some areas that might need to be patched up at the top, where sometimes we might have some rain coming in, like that part there. So you can see there's a small part at the top there, which makes it easier for rain to come in. But it's essentially a well covered place, and then we tend to clean it very often, just so that we can get rid of some of the manure, excessive manure that might accumulate within this place. And then this is the rest of the place. So for me, the security is more important. Security is more important, and when they are in here, I know that they are protected against weather elements. They are protected against predators, and also, more importantly, human predators. And these are people that will come in and try and steal from them. So that's why it's important to have something like this in here.